In today's podcast, we'll be chatting through some fun, showbiz, and downright bizarre breaking headlines from around the world. However, before we get started, we would just like to stress that this episode is in no way, shape, or form taking away the focus from some of the news stories that have taken over our feeds over the past couple of weeks and months. There is a lot of negativity and things happening in the world, and it's easy to feel a bit anxious and stressed and get absorbed into everything that's happening. So we would just like to say that this episode, we're talking about news headlines and we're talking about the fun ones that make us just laugh and just think, what the fuck? And it is in no way or shape or form us being ignorant and ignoring what's happening with the world. So with that being said...
You're listening to The Gal Code, hosted by me, Rob Gartland.
And me, Bibi Bagnall.
Thanks for joining us this week to discuss hot topics, our pit and the peak of the week.
And our Gal Code, the rules to live by.
Let's get started.
You're listening to The Gal Code, coming to you live from this sporadic heatwave we're experiencing. I want to care about global warming, but equally, I enjoy the sunshine.
That's so true, isn't it? It was like autumn and spring, it's like global warming. So it's like, oh, it's boiling. In winter, it's like, is it going to snow? White Christmas, here we go.
So we're recording this in my room. I've got all the windows open. So if you hear a bit of noise, like a motorcycle, etc., please just allow it for this. We're really suffering in the heat right now.
Costa del Streatham right
Costa
now.
del Streatham. How are you? How are you feeling? How have you been?
I've been good. Can we just quickly talk about the fact that your rule won last week?
Oh my God. Okay,
yeah.
Right, confession, because basically, hats off to Rob. For the past week, he's been doing everything to do with the podcast. We usually split things, like he does podcast, I do social media. This week has been like a write-off for me with work. So I was like, Rob, I'm sorry, I can't. And then I wasn't even watching the stories. And then you sent me the thing of like, oh, we need to post the Gal Code rule. And I was like, yeah, fine. And it wasn't until the day after you sent that, I was like, wait, my rule won.
Yeah, your rule
so
won.
I went back on our highlights to look at like the stories. I was like, hell, I'm so behind.
It was a high percentage as well.
It was a lot.
People seem to like group pigs.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Should we jump into our pit and the peak?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's go.
Okay, should I go first?
You go for it.
I'll start with my peak. Peak is tested negative for coronavirus.
Whoop whoop.
Woohoo!
Celebration.
Tell you what though, when I got the text message through, because they send you the text and then it's 3 paragraphs of what to do, and I saw all the text, I was like, shit, it's giving me guidance because I've got coronavirus.
Yeah, that's like an STI test. When it's nothing, it's like you don't need treatment. When it's something, you're like, oh, novel.
Well, that's what I thought. I was like, oh my God, this is more scary than a chlamydia test. And then,
yeah,
I mean,
that's
obviously
a common cold.
It's a lot more serious.
Yeah.
And then I got it and I was like, oh my God. I was like, negative. I was like, woohoo.
Why did you think you had it?
Okay, well, I didn't really actually think I had coronavirus. So basically, I think with with work and like having a busy weekend, I was just quite run down.
Yeah.
And usually when I'm run down, if I have one good night's sleep, I'm fine the next day. But I woke up and I wasn't. I was worse. So I was like, shit. And then I made a coffee and I just couldn't really taste the coffee as much as I usually can. But I think on reflection, it could have just been a week of coffee. But that was like, shit, my taste is gone. So basically, Bibi thought she had coronavirus because she couldn't taste her coffee.
Fair though. I mean, that's the thing, it's fear mongering. Like, I haven't had a sense of smell for 4 months and I don't know what that situation's about. And maybe I've got like long-standing withstanding coronavirus, but I highly doubt it because I've been pretty much fine.
Yeah, you've been good at isolating.
Maybe I've just got a blocked nose.
Oh, if you've got a blocked nose, I would not want to do the coronavirus test. Oh my God, that's my pit. The coronavirus test is my pit.
Yeah, please tell me through the experience.
I'm sorry for my language. I think I've sworn 5 times already, but it's fucking disgusting.
Okay.
Like, disgusting. That Scottish girl off I Want to Sing Sherlock by Sherloid. Disgusting. So basically, I tell you what, I will say hats off. The whole test system is very efficient.
So how does it work?
Okay, so you order it online on Gov website, but you have to type in so many details like your work, where your office is, your employer, obviously your national insurance number, like...
Is that for contact tracing?
Yeah, your email, like, and date of birth, it's a lot. And then Mine arrived the next day, so they get delivered via Amazon Prime. So they use the Amazon logistics,
Oh, perfect.
which I think is very clever.
For everyone who hates Amazon, good
And
service.
well, I boycott Amazon. I don't like Amazon. But I was like, do you know why? Because their workers have horrendous conditions. They get paid fuck all. The owner is like an absolute billionaire. He can afford to pay his staff more.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But,
Watch the like undercover videos. They have to pack like X amount of orders an hour. Like it's really
Do
tough.
you think? Well, so do the people in Aldi at the checkout. But don't you think? But don't you think no one really, really high up is ever that much of a good person?
Yeah. I mean, I used to work for Philip Green, and he's an absolute.
Beep.
Oh, it's okay. So I was like, fair play. And also, to be fair, Amazon like making use of their supply chain. They've obviously sold part of their supply chain off to the government. Anyway,
Nice.
and then it arrived next day, and you basically get a little box, like a flat pack box,
Okay.
a pad, a swab, a tube with some weird liquid in, and then 2 like carrier bag, like little zippy up bags, not carrier bags, so clear bags. And then you have to basically go online, register it. But there's like 3 different barcodes you have to register. That, I tell you what, I'm an intelligent person. If you're a bit thick or losing a couple of brain cells, you're going to struggle with this coronavirus test.
If I did it at the wrong time of the day, I would struggle with it. It takes me at least an hour in the morning just to remember my name, age, and where I'm at.
Mate, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And then you have to basically, you can order a courier to pick it up, or you can put it, like drop it off at a certain post box. The one down the road from us is a Corona box.
There's
Obviously-
Corona boxes all over the country.
Yes, it says normal post boxes, but they've allowed it so you can put Corona tests in there.
Oh.
Which I don't know how I feel about. I mean, I'd quite like to disinfect that if I ever wanted to post a letter. But you have to do the test because it's so time sensitive. An hour, like within the last hour of the collection slot.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, I've got my test at lunchtime. I can't do it at lunch. I have to do it at 5 p.m.
It's because the post gets taken at 6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then the actual test, fuck my life, right? So you have this swab, and you've got to swab your tonsils for 10 seconds.
Oh my god. Okay.
Gag worthy. I mean, me and Meg were like, no problem, great gag reflex, you know, amazing.
I don't have a gag reflex. I don't think.
This fucking swab on the tonsils, we were like, ugh, every couple of seconds,
no.
vile. Then with the same swab, not another swab, the same swab, up your nose, 2.5 centimetres,
No.
basically touching your brain.
No.
I could not get 2.5 centimetres up there. I could get about 1 centimetre. And 15 seconds of swabbing.
That's disgusting. Oh my
Vile.
god.
My nose did not feel the same even until the next day.
I would feel horrific.
It was vile. It was, disgusting. Honestly, for women, I would rather have a smear test every day for the rest of the year.
What? How does the smear test work?
Okay, right. So you go on there, you lay on your back. Because I've had a couple, because I've had a camera up there, like when my fucking GP decided to tell me that I had abnormal cells.
Oh,
Even when she
yes.
had no proof of that, she just decided to say that and sent me into a cervical cancer scare. So I've had everyone up my bloody vagina. Oh god, no, I actually have not.
Just for reference, Bibi's actually getting into a position now as if she's about to have the test.
So you for women, get both your hands and put them into a fist.
Okay.
And then put them at the bottom of your spine. So you're lifting you're lifting your pelvis up.
Okay.
So you're kind of at an angle, and then your legs are your feet are together, but your knees are apart. I don't know how this looks like.
She's in a plie, ladies and gentlemen, a plie.
And then they get this what looks like a tube, but it actually there's splits either side, so it opens up like a clamp, and then there's a hole at the end where the cotton bud goes.
Okay.
But then there's a split either side so that they can open it into a cone shape kind of vibe.
Oh.
So it's kind of a clamp. So they clamp open your
Vajay.
and then so they lube it up, pop it in. Obviously, there's a difference between having that put up you and when you're sexually aroused and want a dick up you.
You'd be as dry as the Sahara in
It's
this situation.
actually horrendous. You have to relax because you're tensed, then it won't go up. So just relax all the muscles, deep breath, in it goes. Cotton bud goes through. Swab, back out. It's actually, I don't think they're that bad. I don't understand why women put them off.
Fear, I think.
But it's just it's over within seconds.
Okay, but that reminds me of when I once had an STI test and they put a swab down the
I've
Yeah.
heard that they do that.
That should be
So anyway, coronavirus I think was worse. It was worse than having a camera up my vajay. Yeah. Okay, so what's your pit peak of the week?
So my pit of the week is... No, I'm going to start with my peak. My peak of this week is that the Real Housewives of Potomac is back in business. And this is me pitching this show to every human being.
Right, because I saw it on your Instagram story and I was like, where is Potomac? What is Potomac?
So Potomac is just outside of Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And it's basically new money versus old money. And so I started at season 3, but within the space of these seasons, I witnessed the government claiming $1.5 to $3 million in unpaid taxes. One of the husbands was on Grindr showing off his ding-a-ling in London when he was abroad. Then he sexually assaulted a cameraman.
What?
People moving in and out of the city. Someone trying to attack another one with a butter knife.
What?
It's amazing television.
The hell? But also, why, on your Instagram story, why is Amelia Lily in it?
Oh no, she's in Geordie Shore.
Oh, what, Amelia Lily?
Amelia Lily's in Geordie Shore.
Fuck off. Amelia Lily from X Factor is now in Geordie Shore.
Season 22. And it's on YouTube.
Oh my God, baby girl, what happened there?
You bring me joy. No.
You bring me joy.
And that was a good song. She had so much potential.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I've actually got stories. Sorry to interrupt your pimp of the week.
Please tell me.
When I used to work in Topshop in Newcastle, so her and her mum were shopping in Topshop. This was after X Factor, like when whatever. And her mum wanted to speak to the store manager because she wanted the clothes for free.
Oh my God, are you mad?
The store manager, I'm not going to say her name, she's an amazing woman. And she was like, yeah, it's just something that you'd have to go through, like the press department at head office. Like we're not in a position to just give free clothes. And the mum was like, yeah, like she's from X Factor, like, on the finals. And the manager was like, I know she did very well. She came third.
On a down sort of rated season of the X Factor.
Anyway, that just reminded me, like, I just think that's
painfully
hilarious.
uncomfortable.
She wants her American flag denim shorts for free.
But Real Housewives of Potomac, it's on Hey You. Like, it's drama when there's a 3-part reunion. Just start with season 3, episode 1. And I started it with my friend Clark the other day, and he is hooked. He's in.
This
So
sounds like what I need in my life.
you'll be sat there sort of appalled. It's very intense. But my pit of the week this week is a tragedy. I am a big fan of the band Steps. Now, they're a great band. They offer me fantastic music through my entire childhood. And they were supposed to have a comeback in 2020. Now, 2020 didn't just take life away from us. It also took Steps' brand new album. And that got delayed, but unfortunately, due to some problems, the song got released for 20 minutes in China, accidentally. Now, a few weeks ago, I was on the net at 3 a.m. in the morning, on the net, like any old person speaking about the internet, and I'm browsing, and I'm thinking, do you know what? I need some Steps in my life. I'm going to find this song. It took me about 20 minutes to locate this song, which was completely disappeared when it leaked. So I found it. I put my AirPods on. I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Click play. Oh, it was a bop. I can't lie, it was good. But after listening to it, I felt a bit bad because, Steps are unsigned. They released and record this music themselves.
Wait, they're not signed to a record label?
No, I think they're independent.
Oh my God, how can you not sign Steps?
But their last album was like number 2 in the charts a few years ago, so they did well. They beat Ed Sheeran.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, Steps. So I was like, I should probably report this link because as much as I want some Steps magic, you want them to get their coins. Like Lisa Scott Lee's got bills to pay. So I emailed their management, FYI, you should get this taken down. And then I remembered. H from Steps liked my Instagram posts a few months ago. Oh, he did. So I was like, I'll be a good person. I'll DM him the link and I'll suggest that he should get this taken down. Save them their coins.
Absolute Mother Teresa of the music world.
A true fan only would. So I DM him, hey, FYI, I found this online. You should get this taken down. The next day, I'm like, let me see if he's seen it. Scrolling down, seen. Oh, okay, you've seen it. I kind of wanted a thank you, to be honest.
Yeah.
I go on his profile. I was blocked from H from Steps.
No.
I got blocked by H from Steps. A fifth of steps blocked me for trying to salvage the world of cheesy pop from being destroyed for them.
Oh my God.
I got blocked. It's a tragedy. At this point, what do I do?
Do you think he maybe thought you were trying to like send him a spam or something?
Well, I don't know.
You were coming from a good place. The intentions were
a
there.
place of gold. But yeah, in a 5, 6, 7, and 8, I was blocked, and I was devastated about it. So at this point, I'd quite like people's opinions. Do I give up being a fan? Do I support them? Do I DM him on Twitter and say, excuse me?
Or do we just boycott steps?
I can't, though. I'm a deeper
Boycott.
shade of blue. I
Oh my God, stop.
can't. They're better best forgotten. No, I'm going to see how I feel, but maybe I'll just tag him in this and see if I get my rightful... I didn't follow him, actually, to be honest, but...
I'm not going to lie. That's quite tragic.
It is.
Forget corona tests.
Forget the
Real
Rona.
problems in the world.
Well, what do you say?
Oh my God.
Anyway, this week, should we move into the main section of the pod?
Yeah, let's go.
We are going to be breaking down the headlines.
Like what you hear, or just like us and want to be supportive, head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leave us a 5-star review, and hit that subscribe button. It so matters in helping us get this thing off the ground. So go and do it!
Okay, everyone, so this week we are going to do the first of our Break Down the Headlines episodes, and we're going to just talk through things that are going on in the world and give our opinions. You'll all probably know it as well, and then you can share what you think with us on our social media. So number 1 is a big week for us, Bibi.
Yeah.
Selling Sunset Season 3 is back in business.
Oh my God. Yes.
How far are you into it?
Huh?
How far are you in?
3 episodes, I think.
Okay, I've got 1 left.
Oh my God. See, the thing is, I really wanted to binge it, but obviously, like, because the weather's been so nice, I want to be outside. But I just couldn't, like, I can't not have a look.
You can't not. And also, sometimes when a show is that good, you want to long it out.
Yeah.
'Cause
Absolutely.
It's only 8 episodes.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay, Christine's done her burgers and Botox party.
Amazing.
Which I was like, fantastic.
Fabulous.
I would absolutely go for that. That's free Botox.
Do you know what my favourite thing is? I saw on Twitter, it was whenever I need to cheer me up, I log into the Oppenheim group website and see that Davina's $75 million house is still up for sale.
Oh my God. It's
So good.
still there. Also, do you know, I think the man who owns that house is absolutely fucking terrifying.
Creepy. But do you know what? The big thing about this season is that Chriselle, it was in the preview, got told she was getting a divorce via a text message.
And I think it's so sad because you can, like, in this episode, like, at the start of the series, she's like, me and Justin have just bought our house. Like, he's so perfect for me.
Via a text.
Yeah,
I personally believe the only way that you can break up with someone is face to face.
absolutely.
You've got to grow the balls and do it. If someone filed for divorce with me via a text message,
It's wild.
that's not okay.
Also, do you know that Chriselle is called Chriselle because her mum gave birth to her in a shell garage, and the garage, and the man who helped her was called Chris, so it's Chriselle.
Are you joking?
I think it's true. I saw it on TikTok, and then I was like, nah, bullshit. And then someone else told me, and they were like, no, I read it on the internet, and I was like, well,
Chriselle.
it must be true then.
Wow.
Can we run through the characters? Okay, Davina.
Can't stand.
Yeah, strange.
Just,
She's very awkward.
and she's the youngest one of the cast.
You joking?
Yeah.
She looks the oldest.
Yeah. No, don't like her. I like Chriselle.
I do like Chriselle.
Love Christine, but she's a horror.
Oh my God, she's like terrifying, but like she's there for the entertainment. Like
You tune in for Christine, but you don't like her.
she's just like, I don't know how to explain her. The outfits are a bit wild for me. They're tacky.
They are-
She's
oh,
tacky.
Yeah. She's new money.
She's new
money.
New money, yeah. Although she's done herself well marrying that man 3 months in who's absolutely minted.
Yeah, I know. Now she lives in basically one of the houses she would have sold.
Yeah.
Goals. Joey, who I love, is it Maya?
Maya.
She's the one who she splits the time between Miami and
Oh my God, yes.
and she just says it how it is.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love her. She's so real.
And I like the blonde
Heather.
Heather as well.
She's engaged now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's engaged
Congrats,
to Tarek.
babes.
Which is interesting because the fortune teller in the first episode is like, you're moving so fast.
But do you know that show? So I honestly thought they probably didn't work there, and it's like that classic reality show where they film on like a Thursday and a
Yeah,
Friday.
but they actually do.
They actually do, but there's actually like 30 other agents who are all like men, and they only have the girls on it.
No.
Yeah. Because one of them has like a YouTube channel, and he has like 2 million subscribers, and he interviews them all, but he is like one of the main brokers at the agency.
But what, do they have a separate office or something?
I don't know whether they just film there, like, 'cause maybe there's like
Yeah.
2 floors or something, or they just film there like on a few days and then actually work on the
So I
other
did
days.
find it a bit weird how it's like all women.
But it's a classic example of season 1, they probably all worked this flat out. Season 2, they all jetted in from their holidays to start filming.
Yeah.
Season 3, they're showing up to film.
Well, I mean, like, all they need to do is sell one house and then they're pretty much sorted.
But no, that commission, I thought the commission that they get is for them when it says that at the bottom. That goes to the real estate agency.
What?
So you know it's like 130,000 commission?
Yeah.
That goes to the company. It's a commission-based agency. I thought it was like, oh my God, they're getting £1 million each.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God. No wonder they're all dying for rich partners.
Literally. So, in the news, anti-masks. British Transport Police in London have stopped 28,590 people in the last week for not wearing a mask, but only 33 people have been fined.
Do you know what? I actually got in an argument with a man on the tube because I told him to take his mask off, put his mask on.
Good.
He was sat opposite me. He was like spread over 2 chairs, pulled his mask down to yawn, and then put his mask back on.
Oh, thanks. Let it out into the carriage.
Literally. And I was like, did I just see that? This was like my first time being on a tube. And then he just pulled his mask just down to his chin. And I was like, are you going to put your mask back on? And he was like, what?
That's my favourite thing is when people unhook it from one ear and just leave it down.
Yeah. And
It's not the point.
he was like, yeah, I'll put it on later. I was like, right. So I got up and moved seats.
Yeah, you would. In my opinion, there is no excuse. It's so easy. I have a beard. We all get a heat rash. People's skins are breaking out underneath it. It isn't the best. It's 30-something degree weather. But we're being asked to put a mask over our faces, guys.
It's people are too selfish to do it is my thing.
Agreed.
Also, do you know what I'm a bit sick of? The one-use ones. What
That's just
happened? We were all
waste.
preaching about the planet at this time last year.
Yeah, but then straws are gone. Reusable cups are gone.
Yeah.
It's all one-use menus. Everything's
Yeah, I mean, poor David Attenborough's got his work cut out, hasn't he?
Katie Price is in the news again. So after a year which included being held at gunpoint with Princess and Junior in South Africa, Harvey having a kidnap threat, pets being killed on the dual carriageway, she's now launched a YouTube career. But she went abroad. Did you see this? She broke both her feet,
How did she do it?
jumped over a wall and fell over and broke both of her feet. And she's got a YouTube career. And she put up a video today of her crawling along the floor trying to get into the car.
I've seen the one that she's in like her wheelchair thing and
Yeah.
John Lewis and she's like, is it the Batman theme tune? It was like Love of Huns posted it. It's so funny. I mean, poor her, that is really shit.
She
but it's
has the
funny.
worst luck.
Yeah.
The worst in the world.
Like I just can't deal with how unlucky she is.
What I find really interesting is that big celebrities who once came, like, obviously reality television are now going through YouTube.
Is it because they can make more money through AdSense and like
Do you
the
think?
ads?
Is it?
Well,
Or is it because they can control the narrative?
they can control the narrative that you can make a hell of a lot of money. And like, do ITV2 still want to like sign her for a TV
no,
show?
I think she was on ITV2, then she was on Sky.
It
and
was
then
a
it went to,
random
like,
channel.
Was it like Quest Red or something?
Something wild like
you've
that.
never heard of it.
Like deep down into the Freeview.
It'll be like a Dr. Pimple Popper repeat and then Katie Price.
Yeah. It's like sits next to QVC, like on the guide. It's one of them ones.
But speaking of Katie Price, what do you think of I'm a Celebrity being filmed in a castle in Wales?
I just remember all the memes and everyone was like, Barnard Castle.
Do you know it's been 78 days since Dominic Cummings went to Barnard Castle and that whole thing happened?
78 days.
Something like that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm quite intrigued by it. I mean, it's going to be weird. I don't know
Yeah.
how they're going to film it. I guess they might do the Love Island approach where they film it the day before.
So they're doing, like, it's all like medieval themes.
Oh.
And it's obviously not bugs and stuff, because what's he having? It's like challenges and stuff like that.
What?
Now, I personally think they should just do it as like All Stars because it's the 20th season and just put like for people who were in it before, like Kerry Katona could do with another Iceland dad, chuck her in it.
Yeah, but could they not do like, why didn't they just do like a haunted castle, like Chillingham Castle, which is one of the most haunted places, and they could do like a ghosty bit, like, oh my God, that's like ghost, what was that, ghost hunting?
Ghost hunting with Yvette Fielding.
I actually had the DVD of like ghost hunting with Girls Aloud.
I knew you were going to say Girls Aloud. Do you know what? I appreciate that this isn't going to be cancelled because so much has been taken away from us this year.
I did think, I was like, I hope that's not cancelled because I look forward to it so much.
But,
you can still have, like, you could have gunky slime. I mean, whales, you got sheep, so they could still eat like a sheep's hoof or like a sheep testicle.
oh, haggis.
Haggis. Although vegetarian haggis is actually quite nice.
Now, this is a big story. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
The leading brand of sex toys have
Oh my
announced
God.
that there was a 25% surge in sales in the first month of lockdown. And I have the most frisky citizens 3 towns in the country. Do you want to know what they are?
Yeah.
So, in third place, the people of Bournemouth are a little frisky.
Bournemouth. I thought Bournemouth was full of old people.
Oh, well, you never know. In second place, it is the Scottish Borders.
Oh my God, we've got a family home in the Scottish Borders.
They're getting a little kinky.
There's not that many people there though, so that must have been
Maybe it's like,
a lot.
but the most frisky citizens of the UK live in Worcester, in the West Midlands.
Oh my God, I don't know how I feel about that.
Why?
I could imagine them to be like the type of weirdos who go dogging on the A1.
They had the highest percentage rate out of anyone. And supposedly, Jane is the name of the most kinky person in the UK.
Oh my God.
Jane.
What a sad little life, Jane. That actually is really funny because I got approached by this PR agency I work with, and they were like working with this luxury sex toy brand. And I got the email through and it was like, we would love to send you da-da-da. And I was like, I want this vibrator because it's like 120 quid.
Yeah.
And this influencer I follow, she always like raves about it. And I was like, well, I want it. I don't know if I could bring myself to do the Instagram post. And I tried to like chat myself out of it to be like, oh, I'll just do like a chatty story. And they were like, no, we want like an actual Instagram post for this. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. Everyone was like, do it.
Yeah,
do it.
absolutely.
And I was like, to be fair, right, it's a very normal thing. Women
is.
just don't really actually talk about it. And I was like, fuck it. Like, it's so normal for like men to talk about like wanking.
Exactly.
But like for women to talk about what they do, it's like, eh. So anyway, I was like, sod it, I'm going to do it. And it was like my most popped off Instagram post of the year. You know how you can see like how many shares it gets? It's on like 40 shares, which usually I'd be like, oh, like crying over because I'd be like, oh my God, everyone's like slagging me off, like saying, look at this batch. She was like, to be fair, if you're so uptight that you are chatting shit about my vibrator Instagram post, then to be honest, hon, I will buy one and send it to you because you really need to.
Is
like,
it good?
It's so good.
Sex toys and sex needs to just be normalized. So,
100%.
And I do think straight women, especially, it's been taught that you shouldn't be talked about,
Yeah.
which is so not right.
And you need to like learn like your body, like you can't just leave it up for a guy to like try and show you what you like about yourself because they don't even know half the time.
Boys are hunting and trying and investigating, trying to see where that clitoris is.
Mate, and they're not even touching the clitoris. They're like literally got 2 fingers rubbing on your inside thigh. Girls, we've all been there where we've had an experience when a guy is going at the thigh and you're like, no.
Do I coach you or do I just go, okay, we're done, thank you.
But yeah, no, that actually doesn't surprise me. I tell you what, I do love that vibrator.
Have you ever been in a situation with someone, well, literally just talking about sex, but you know when they're going, are you close? Are you close? And you're like, no. And you just
Not
have to
even
lie.
close.
And you're like,
That I've faked so many orgasms, which is really bad.
Really?
Do you know what? There's only been, I could count on one hand the amount of times I've actually came during
completed.
sex. Yeah.
Oh. But isn't it really hard for women?
Yeah, it's really weird. We could do a whole episode on sex, so I don't want to touch on it like
should.
loads. But if someone's giving me head, that's fine. But it's actual sexual intercourse I struggle more with.
Because I think that's probably a lot more intense.
It's a different type of G-spot, I think.
Well, men's G-spot's in their bum, and a lot of straight men probably don't admit the fact that they should try that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Because I find it interesting because like guys...
Have you never just done a cheeky finger? In a man's.
Is in someone's done it to me, yeah.
Yeah, but in a man's.
I've not done it to a boy.
Well.
I
straight
like
man.
a cheeky finger.
In the butt.
You've got so many nerve endings there. Girls, don't judge me for this.
No, I'm not.
You can't judge.
98% bottom over here. Do you know what I mean? Riding dick for days.
Girls,
Sorry,
don't
ma'am.
roll your eyes at this. Next time you're doing the deed, ask for a cheeky finger. You will not look back. What's the next headline, please?
It sort of jumps straight off this, you know. Mom has decided that so it says, Tracy Kiss, 32, says she's not had a cold or flu for 3 years because her coronavirus, well, this is what she's now calling a coronavirus concoction. She drinks a sperm smoothie every day. So she uses donations from her boyfriend and takes 3 shots a week, and now every day has found a free and vegan-friendly alternative method to boost her body's immune system by adding sperm to her daily morning smoothie, and she thinks it's going to prevent her from getting coronavirus.
But do you know what I don't understand? She takes donations. Why is she not just giving him like a blowjob? Why is she not swallowing everything?
No, she probably passes him the blender. Goes, can you sort yourself out, please?
Here's the Kenwood.
The
Finishing
Nutribullet.
that. That's fucking
I
right.
need my breakfast. Can you hurry?
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's a PT.
I just.
Imagine offering that to your clients. Yeah.
I just like also actually, if someone has an STI and you swallow the sperm, can you get it? Because what is she? If
Yes.
I would
Yes.
think so, yeah.
But if they're in a committed relationship, it's probably safe.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But
I tell you what, if I was the boyfriend, I'd be offended that I've got to like unload it into a NutriBullet.
well, she says that it's similar to breastfeeding. That's how she defines it.
What?
Yeah. So she's like, it's natural. It's like body kind of thing. Strange.
Yeah.
Very strange. But
Is that a Daily Mail special?
No, it was the Metro.
The Metro.
I've done a
Oh
nice
god,
big-
guys, the Metro. Are you really struggling? Like,
I've concocted this week. I've concocted the list of interesting articles.
because I boycott the Daily Mail.
Yeah, so I've done like a nice sort of mixed range. Like the next one really grabbed my attention.
Yeah.
A woman caught and captured her Amazon delivery driver doing a poo in her garden. So NHS counsellor Sharon said she was cooking her dinner in the kitchen when a van pulled up outside her home. A man ran from the vehicle towards her garden and she followed him, suspecting he could be stealing some wood. But the mum of 2 caught the man mid-squat, defecating on her property among the trees. She said, I asked what he's doing, and he remained pooing while asking what's the problem. He messed with the wrong woman. I'm a blue belt in Taekwondo. She then called the police. The police did not arrest him, and she got an Amazon gift voucher as a gesture of goodwill.
Stop it!
Yeah. As a gesture of goodwill.
That's fucking funny.
As a gesture of goodwill for your Amazon delivery driver pooing in
Shitting
your
on your
garden before
doorstep.
dropping off your book.
I want your opinion on that, considering you've got a history of pooing in public spaces.
Keep it like if you
Because
can't.
he could have been like, he could have had food poisoning.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, imagine how embarrassed he must have been. Imagine if he was on like a 9-hour shift.
Yeah.
And he was like, where can I go? It's not like public toilets are open. We're in the middle of Corona.
Because you know what? Once I was waiting for an Uber and he rang me and he was like, do you mind if I'm 5 minutes late? I just need to go use the toilet. I was like, I actually never thought about that. If you're an Uber driver, like, you're going to have to...
You go from thing to thing to thing.
Yeah.
And I have a weak bladder. I also have very nervous bladder. I have to put my headphones in whenever I go in a public toilet.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, even
I
in the
used to be really
clubs.
nervous, but I kind of got over it. But my bladder is so weak. I mean, what was I saying today? Because I'm drinking water, I'm weeing every half an hour.
But, yeah. Have you ever complained for anything and got, like, a voucher?
Yeah,
Is it
I
all the
complained to Pret once because they gave me a coffee with dairy milk in and not soya. And I got a £10 gift card.
Oh, my God, you got done wrong when I complained to Pret and because their lid broke.
The lid broke.
And it spilt hot green tea on me. They gave me a £50 voucher.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm fuming.
And I literally and I was like, this could have scolded me. And they were like, that's very dangerous.
Well, that did happen to a woman and she sued Costa.
Oh, did she? So I should have sued.
Yeah.
Rookie error.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I think I always feel a bit funny complaining just because having worked in retail and you get stupid people complaining. Like, I remember this girl came because she wanted a refund on this top because she ironed it too hot and ironed a hole in it.
Oh my God, are you joking?
And I was like, you can't just ask. I think I was so bamboozled. I was like, you can't just ask for a refund because you've ironed a hole in it. She was like, but it should say on the label. And I was like, yeah, it says cool iron. I was like, and then I went all professional. I was like, at this point, you've purchased the goods. The goods are now your responsibility. We will not take responsibility for you not ironing properly.
Absolutely not. Taylor Swift is become a record breaker, having the first person come in with a #1 album and a #1 single.
Fantastic. Love that album.
I'm still obsessed.
What's the single?
Cardigan.
Do you know what?
It's my least favourite.
It's my least favourite. I don't like it that much.
I just think it doesn't go anywhere. But
I'm
good
still
for her.
obsessed with that.
Exile. I actually rewatched the documentary this week as well.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like I was so invested in her as a person.
Do you know, it's a good documentary.
It is.
So people were telling me to watch that and I was like, no, I don't like Taylor Swift. Because if you're going to be like a director of a documentary, of course you're going to make yourself look amazing.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, duh. And then I watched it. I thought it was so interesting.
Yeah. Which parts did you like the best?
The whole voting thing.
Yeah,
that
political.
because everyone around her was like, don't you dare, you can't speak out on this, and I was like, wow, and she really pushed for that.
Yeah.
And she actually does really write her songs, if that makes sense.
She releases only things that she's worked on and is proud of. It's not like she's going out singing like, I'm gonna go out tonight. What song is that? That was just a song.
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's like any other song. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. And then the whole Kanye and Kim situation.
Yes. Do you know what, right? At this moment, I'm very over the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm over with? How much cultural appropriation they do. Kylie Jenner just feeds off black culture.
But they've made all their money off of that.
Yeah, and it's actually nuts. And then when the Black Lives Matter really kicked off, what did Kylie do? A couple of Instagram stories.
But only when she was pushed.
Only when she was pushed.
Because it was when she was told that she wasn't actually a billionaire, and then someone replied being like, "You're not going to speak on the situation," and she was like, "Oh yeah, you don't know what I've been doing," and then she put a post up.
Yeah, you can't just use all of this stuff for your own benefit and then just not help and use your platform to fight against it. I know that makes no sense, but I know what I'm trying to say.
I do almost think as well that the Kardashian era is ending.
Yeah, Khloe Kardashian, stop face tuning a child.
Khloe Kardashian is now peddling migraine painkillers on TV.
I saw that.
What kind of...
And she did an Instagram post.
What kind of desperation is that?
It doesn't make sense to me.
But my big problem with them as well is that I think they promote really harmful products to their core fan base.
Yeah.
Skinny teas.
The shitty hair gummies.
Hair gummies. But it's things like that are promoting weight loss or those lollipops that stop you eating.
Yeah.
It's completely and utterly inappropriate to present that to your core fan base that are mainly young females.
And you know what I find weird, right? They can promote so much stuff. So much. Why do they always go for the shit things like gummy bear hair vitamins and lollipops? I don't get it.
That's because I think it's a classic example of it's money over message. They don't care what they promote as long as they get a paycheck. But I think that's why they'll not stand the test of time. Because when you look at stars, for example, Adele's a prime example. She said straight up, why would I sell hair products in a magazine? That's not what I'm a singer.
Yeah, that's so
you get that
true.
level of respect. Now, I know that obviously their career is being who they are, but if they were to stick to fashion and where they had passions and they used to have a store, then you can respect that. But when you're doing protein powders and they show that they don't even drink it, they just chuck it in, take a photo and leave, it kind of just looks so false.
And do you know what it is as well? With those sugar bear hair vits, they have a head of hair extensions anyway. That's the thing. Hair extensions and wigs. Kylie Jenner, you used to always wear wigs. Why are you now promoting hair vitamins? But also, they're shit. They don't work. You take biotin. You don't take that crap.
Every skinny tea has just got laxatives in it.
Yeah.
It literally, you're just shitting yourself.
Oh God.
Literally.
Moving on.
Another groundbreaking topic. That Disney Channel is closing down in the UK.
No, what?
So Disney have now announced that all of their channels are closing. So Disney Channel, Junior, everything like that. And they're moving everything to Disney Plus, including cinema releases. So if you want to see Mulan...
What?
So Mulan was supposed to come out in March, got cancelled. You have to pay an extra $30 on your membership to have access to Mulan.
No.
I just dropped my microphone.
Mic drop. Do you know what? When I was younger, we didn't have Sky. Like, we had Freeview, so I only had CBBC channel. So I didn't actually grow up with Disney Channel. But, like, when I'd go to someone's house who did, I'd be like, can we watch Hannah Montana? Can we watch Sweet Life on Deck?
We watched Cheetah Girls. Cheetah Girls 2 is the... Have you seen Cheetah Girls 2?
I've seen Cheetah Girls 1.
You haven't seen Cheetah Girls 2?
No.
Oh... Can I give you my Disney Plus membership and you watch it?
Well, that's the thing. I think my brother does have Disney Plus. I just don't know. I just don't know how. Also, Beyonce's just released her new visual album, but on Disney Plus.
I'm over her.
I
have such an unpopular opinion about Beyonce.
I know you do, and it kills me because I love Beyonce.
Do you not just think that she thinks she's royalty?
But she, like, and I think good on her for thinking that.
I like people like Adele. Like, Adele, she doesn't use social media, but, like, she's just real. Like, she's like when I saw Adele,
Beyonce's
she was like, fucking
real.
hell. Beyonce knows when she's going to... It's like... You know when you see Britney Spears on tour? It's like they've choreographed every single movement, everything. I imagine Beyonce stands in the studio and goes, band... and knows every single thing for the 2 hours, including every word.
Because she's a perfectionist, you would. That's why I like to go see her, because
rawness, natural.
No.
Like when I went to see the Spice Girls and Mel B literally just like kicked the stage and she was like, yeah, fucking London. And you're like,
no.
oh my God, it's like they're actually present.
No, I would see Beyonce because I like to see a full-on show. And also,
Autopilot.
she's a perfectionist. Like, at work, if I submit a presentation, I'm not going to submit a half-assed presentation. I'm going to submit 110% outstanding presentation. That presentation is Beyonce's equivalent of a tour.
No, because I'm going to commit. I'm going to submit 110% presentation, but I'm going to add a little bit of Rob flavour of how I feel in the day. But like, how are you? Yeah, you having a good day? A bit of chat. Just it gives nothing to be a bit personable. I don't think she's personable.
Rob, I just can't. I love Beyonce, and I refuse to hear your negative opinion on Beyonce.
And I like Beyonce, but I do think she is not as amazing as I used to think she is.
She got such... No, but it's the
But she's
Coachella
a
performance.
talent. She's incredible.
You cannot tell me that Coachella performance is not in fucking incredible.
Look, I'd rather go and see Lady Gaga. Star is Born, Chromatica, the album, Rain on Me.
I actually don't listen to any Lady Gaga. Like the couple of songs, but album, I would never listen to a Lady Gaga
I don't
album.
even want to put this up as a poll because you're going to win. Like,
Yes.
I know who people are going to vote for. People are going to say Beyonce, but I would rather see a Lady Gaga concert. And Just Dance, the songs like she will... I would rather go to a Lady Gaga concert than a Beyonce concert.
Oh.
And I've seen both.
Well, I won the VIP tickets to see Beyonce, and it was like the best night of my life.
You won?
So it was when I went for Topshop, and obviously she had her Ivy Park collection.
What, Sainsbury's uniform?
No, that was the Adidas Ivy Park
Oh,
collection.
right.
This was pre that. And basically it was when she was doing the tour with Jay-Z, and her assistant gave like Topshop like 10 pairs of tickets.
But wasn't it dead?
No, the thing is, right, it was at the London Stadium, which I think is a terrible concert venue.
It is terrible.
It's too big. I've even been to see football there, and it's ridiculous. There's no atmosphere.
I prefer an arena or like...
An arena. Do you know what
arena's the
I
perfect
love?
size.
The O2 Arena.
Yeah.
I think that's such a good size. And usually wherever you sit, like you sit, as long as it's not the top tier, you need your fucking binoculars for that. It's good.
But also, it's also indoors, and I think a show is much better when it's dark outside.
Yes.
Because if it's light and the concert starts, you can literally see them pulling things onto the stage.
Exactly.
The lighting doesn't work as well. Whereas in an arena, there's no better moment. This is why I love live theatre and entertainment so much. When you're sat there, even as a kid, and then all the lights go off.
Yes! Oh my God, it's the best
And you're
feeling.
like-
Your tummy flips.
I'm like,
And
steps!
and everyone is like, ah.
Literally.
Oh my God, I can't wait to go back to an
a
arena
concert.
show. Because there's Dua Lipa in January.
That's still going to happen.
Wait, one thing. Dua Lipa's apparently releasing this remix album with like Madonna,
and
Missy Elliott,
Yes.
Gwen Stefani.
So they're redoing what song is it? Or is it all of them?
I think she's doing a whole album of remixes now.
Shut up.
Yeah, let me find it.
Corona has been good for the people getting a little creative in the music industry.
I think so. Dua Lipa Instagram.
Just doing a Google.
I don't know if she's
Is this very
not put it on.
ASMR?
She's not put it on Instagram. Let me just search on Twitter.
I'm telling
Okay, Club Future Nostalgia, the remix album, coming 21st of August. But Levitating comes August the 14th,
With Madonna and Missy.
featuring Missy Elliott, Madonna.
Oh my God, just Google. Let's...
Oh, here we go. Future Nostalgia feature Jamiroquai, Don't Start Now, Y2Q Murder Remix. Cool, feature Charlie Puth. Physical, feature Gwen Stefani, produced by Mark Ronson.
Charlie Puth.
Puth, yeah. I don't know who that is. Levitating, feature Madonna, Missy Elliott. Pretty Please, feature Georgia Smith.
Okay, I'm down with that.
I'm here for that. Hallucinate, featuring Kylie Minogue.
Oh my God, that's good.
Love Again, feature Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
Break My Heart, feature Zara Larsson. Boys Will Be Boys, feature Charlie XCX, Mo, and Zara Larsson.
Oh, Zara's getting her fill in.
There's songs. There's new songs.
Oh.
If It Ain't Me, feature Normani.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Yeah. There's
Okay, I'm now into this. Normani's a queen if there's ever been one.
I think 4 songs. Never Ending, Love Me Better, Disco Goes On, If It Ain't Me.
Oh, yes,
Oh my God,
Normani.
hurry up. August the 21st.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
So yeah, these are the current headlines. Oh, I've missed one.
Missed one.
The country is trying to fight against obesity.
Oh God, this one.
What do you think about calories being on the menus of every restaurant and takeaway you ever go to?
Terrible.
Could not agree more.
Terrible. And you know what? I'd say, quite a healthy relationship with food. But this, I think, is going to make me have an unhealthy relationship with food because, right, say if I go to my favourite restaurant, Wagamama's, I know, just because I think the chicken katsu curry actually is like really, really bad for you, I'm not going to pick the dish that sounds the most appealing. I'm going to pick the dish which has the least calories.
I have a not so healthy relationship with food that I try and work with. And in America, they have this. I've walked into places. I remember I went to like a takeaway like taco store, and you walk in on the iPad and it literally has like 612 calories. And you're like, once you put the 3 things, because you don't ever just order one thing, you're like, no, I walk out.
Yeah, I'm scared.
It's going to instill this counting regulation in people's heads. It's like you're inscripting everyone into MyFitnessPal life.
I was just about to say, it's like a real life MyFitnessPal.
And that is my one pet peeve of life. I've been in the MyFitnessPal hellhole.
That app should not exist.
And PTs use it, I guess, to count macros and stuff. But
I get that.
The everyday user uses that to track a number and keep it as low as possible. And it's not
so
healthy.
bad. And you know what it is as well? It's like, yeah, going out to like Wagamama's and ordering a quite calorific chicken katsu curry is actually fine because you don't have that every single day.
Exactly.
You're having that in moderation with a balanced diet. That's fine. But I think putting the numbers on it, I'm actually really worried about it.
And this is the thing, is like my opinion on food is balance is the only word that should matter. Like we should get rid of words like treat, cheat, like if you insinuate food with some kind of emotion, it creates the fact that it's a problem. Oh, I'm having a cheat day. Oh, I'm having a treat. Oh,
Yes.
I shouldn't be having this. Oh, yeah, but everything should just be in balance. And throwing things in people's faces is literally just going to instill a world where we are all obsessive over food, and it's going to be severely bad.
I think it's going to be actually just like, it's so terrible. Is there like a petition to like get it to
Just
stop?
put some money into making healthier choices. If a parent, this is me thinking, if someone in England has a family to feed and they have a very, very small budget, and you walk into a supermarket and you can get 4 Mars balls for £1 or a pack of grapes for £2.50, what are you going to buy? You're going to go, that's 4 things. Okay, I'll just do that. It's portioned.
Do you know, that's what I think. I think the supermarkets have a responsibility because sometimes, you know, you look at like the special offers in like Tesco or whatever. It's all multi-pack crisps.
They're getting rid of all that though.
Are they?
So there's no more buy one, get one free.
Oh, good.
But that's why...
But can we have that on apples instead?
Yeah, but there's no more buy one, get one free, so they all do 2 for £2.
Oh, of course. You
They
just do
get
different
around
types
it.
of offers,
Exactly.
won't you?
Yeah.
That's so true. Even like half price.
Yeah.
It's still... Like, that's what I think. I think the offers are on the wrong things.
Why don't they also redo PE so that it's not a popularity contest for the fittest people in school that feel like they should go and everyone else dreads it?
Oh, my God.
As a gay boy in PE, I was with the girls most of the time, or the teacher would just send me to do jobs because I didn't want to play rugby with all the men.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day, actually. How, like, not sexist, but yeah, sexist is PE.
Girls are doing dance, boys are doing rugby.
Because I remember in primary school, I quite liked cricket.
Yeah.
But then in middle school, when we had PE separate in gender, I couldn't play cricket. I had to do like, oh my God, I remember hockey. I remember being terrified of hockey. Girls were vicious.
And I'm sorry, but I'm limber. I wanted to dance. I wanted to move. I wanted gymnastics.
Could have done Zumba with us girls.
I could have done Zumba with the girls, but no. Instead, Rob was walking around the the entire school building, dropping off notes and speaking to people in his Hollister bright yellow sweatpants because he always forgot the school ones.
Oh my God, yes, you did.
Do you know what also stressed me out in PE? Cross country. How terrible is it that I saw this tweet, it's like...
Oh my God, I know what tweet you're talking about because I thought that,
It's like, how mad is it that at school you're forced to run for an hour just around a field again and again and again, and it's like only the best will survive.
Actual Hunger Games.
May the odds be forever in your favour.
Oh, sorry, never ever done running. Oh, off you go. Got to run around a field.
For an hour.
And it's always shit weather when you have to do it.
It's always in the autumn.
But, and also let's bring it back to the calorie thing. Yeah, can they not use that to teach us about food and nutrition? Poor Jamie Oliver's been campaigning for healthy food stuff his whole life, and then suddenly Boris Johnson gets coronavirus, realises he's overweight, and then thinks, oh shit, probably should do something now.
Also, he was here, the pillar of health, trying to tell us what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's so bad.
I've seen him jogging around St. James's Park. There's not much pace going on there.
No.
Just saying.
Shit, sorry, shouldn't I say that? Just don't like Bojo.
Beep!
That was quite a nice rundown of all the headlines and what's going on in the world.
Some real things that are actually going on, and then a lady drinking her boyfriend's semen every day.
Gal code time?
We'll be back.
Okay, it's time for me this week to shout out a small local brand, business, independent vibes, and this week I'm turning the attention to Girl Club Design. I've worked with her in previous jobs. She has been my graphic designer. She is so talented, so creative, and has the best personality I think I've ever come across. She does prints, she does requests. She is the girl who designed our fabulous Gal Code logo.
Whoop, whoop.
The whole shebang. So yeah, Girl Club Design on Instagram.
And this is our debate for Rule 5 of the Gal Code. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, rule for the Gal Code this week. Actually, I thought of it just before we started recording because I did like an Instagram poll. So I was trying this Instagram filter and oh my God, it completely changed my face. It gave me it gave me a nose job, a filler, everything all in one. And I kind of just thought at one point, like, when are these filters going to stop? And I did like a poll on my Instagram story and it was like the filters are damaging or no, it's just a bit of fun. So far, I mean, how long have I had that up there? 3 hours. 121 people said it's damaging. 9 said no, it's a bit of fun. And I just kind of have gone a little bit anti-Instagram filter because, do you know what, I'm all for like a colour overlay or a vintage vibe. Like, I'm all for that. But so the Bahamas filter, I love that one, but it does smooth the skin a lot. And I used to always use that on Instagram, and it actually, to the point where I'd open my camera and look at myself without a filter and I'd be like, oh my God, I look vile. And I was like, I need to stop using this because it's actually creating a false reality in my head of what I look like, which is a bit fucked up really, isn't it?
So this one would be like...
just the filters are in the bin.
Put them in the bin.
Do you know what? Yeah. Not like all filters, because like I said, I mean, I use like a very, very slight filter on like my grid pictures on Instagram, and I do like the vintage vibes and that. It's cute and it's an aesthetic. But I think the face blurring, the skin blurring.
Oh my God, it's like face tune.
Yeah, it's like the face tune, like the face alterations, that it needs to stop. It's too much.
So we could call this one like...
Live your life filter free.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That's the best thing I've come up with.
Live your life filter free.
Yeah.
I really like that.
So that's mine.
I don't even feel like we need to compete this week, though. I really like that.
Do you?
Live your life filter free.
Because it's just winding me up a little bit because it's like, can you imagine growing up, being a teenager, a little Gen Z? You'd feel so shit about yourself. Like, I think we're older, we know it's filters, but like,
exactly, and
they're surrounded by it. We weren't.
I could not agree more, and that is what is so damaging. When it sort of goes back, a lot of the things we've talked about as well, like about the way you perceive yourself on social media, how this whole calorie situation where people are going to be forced to feel and be so attentive. Looks are now becoming so important, but when you're logging in to take a photo of yourself and you're being given an option to make yourself look to the beauty standards of 2020, and then you turn that off when you look at yourself like, oh, that's not normal, and that shouldn't be what people see as correct.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Live your life filter free.
We ain't competing this week. There's only one rule that's going in. Rule 5, live your life filter free.
Oh, that was so in sync. That was so good.
What? We'll be right back.
Stay connected. Follow us on Instagram at the Gal Code Podcast or at Robert Gartland or Bibi_Bagnall. We want to hear from you and let us know what you want to add into the Gal Code.
So that is this week's episode of The Gal Code, breaking down the headlines.
I really enjoyed that.
I just felt like I got to share my opinions on what's going on in the world.
I love being an opinionated person.
Yeah, just ticking down the trending.
Yeah, I really... Let us know what you thought, because I think we'd like to do a few of these.
Yeah, like every so in a while, just sort of...
Check in just discuss what's happening.
Less about us, a little more about the world.
Yeah.
And if you head over to our Instagram and share your opinions on some of the topics that we've shared today.
And let me know what you think of my Gal Code rule. Hey.
Ooh. We will see you next week for a brand new episode.
Bye.
Bye.